My mother then ran out of the house carrying a small metal box full of important documents. She dropped the case on the lawn and, in a crazed state, ran back into the house. I knew what she was after. My father had died when I was young, and I was certain that she was not going to let his pictures and letters go up in flames. They were they were the only things that she had to remember him. Still I screamed at her, "Mom, no." Okay, so Jan's mother, that is the narrator's mother, came out of the house holding a small box which was full of papers. She threw it on the lawn and ran back into the house. She was trying to save some important things. What was that important things is that here it's written that Azan's father had died when he was small. Okay, so Zan's here it means the narrator's father who died in the when Jan was very early age, in his early age. Yes, so she had to save his picture and letters, which were the only memories of his that they had. So narrator screamed at her not to go inside the burning house. I was about to run after her and her when I felt a large hand hold me back. It was a fireman man. I hadn't even noticed that the street had already filled with fire trucks. I was trying to free myself from his grasp, yelling, "You don't understand, my mother's in there." So narrator tried to run after her, but was stopped by the firefighters. Yes, the street was full of fire truck. So narrator tried to free himself and tried to explain that his mother had gone inside the house and he wanted to bring her back. He held on to me while other firefighters ran into the house. He knew that I wasn't acting very logically and that if he were to let go, I would run. He was right. So the firefighters did not let him go because he knew that the very next moment, narrator would run into the house. "It's all right. They will get her," he said. Okay, so he said that other firefighters would bring her back. He wrapped a blanket around me and sat me down in our car. Soon after that, the fireman emerged from our house with my mom in tow. He quickly took her over to the truck and put an oxygen mask on her. I ran over and hugged her. All those time I never argued with her and hated her vanished at the thought of losing her. Okay, so he wrapped a blanket around me and sat me down in the car. So soon after that, the fireman emerged out of the house. Okay, so the firefighters wrapped a blanket around Zan and made him sit in the car. A fireman came out of the house with narrator's mother behind him, and he took her to the fire truck and put an oxygen mask on her mouth. Okay, on narrator's mother's mouth. Narrator ran to her and hugged her. The thought of the losing his mother aroused affection in a narrator's heart, and all thought of dislike vanished at the thought of losing her. Yes.